What's up guys? Well, in this video we are going to get back to the foundation. I do have a bunch of exciting topics for you guys like max effort method, overtraining, overreaching, under recovery, but that can wait. First, let us talk about a couple of questions that you guys have asked me, which basically boils down to the bodybuilding lifestyle. Well, bodybuilding has taught me a lot in life for that matter. It's taught me about willpower, self-confidence and discipline. But then again, things can be done in a more productive and smarter manner. For instance, I see people really beating themselves up in order to achieve their goals. But then again, we all have priorities. We have the family to take care of. You have to keep the wife happy, take the kids out, financial responsibilities and other priorities. So then again, the point is to make, let's just call this fitness. The point is to make fitness a part of our lives, a sustainable part of our lives. We should not, make ourselves revolve around fitness or bodybuilding. It should be a part of our lives. That's the way to go about it. So in this video, I am going to talk about the mistakes I made and how you guys can avoid it. Believe it or not, I've done a bunch of stupid things, but then again, it is a learning experience. So let us begin. Point number one, total calories do matter. So when I first started training, I had a really strict diet. I did some research, whatever I could find. I had oats and eggs for breakfast, then I had chicken and brown rice, sweet potato fish, and then veggies and fish. It was a great diet. I was super strict, I trained hard and I ate a lot. I stuffed myself each and every single meal. I was 44 kgs at that point of time, and 3 months later I realized, you know what dude, or maybe 4 months later, I realized I'm like, you know what, I put on more fat than muscle. How is this possible? I have no fats in my diet. And that's when I learned about calories and macronutrients. And then at that point of time, I realized, dude, I'm not having any fats in my diet. Is it a bad thing? And then I learned, you know what? If you have no fats in your diet, it could cause an hormonal imbalance. It could negatively impact your libido, and it could also increase the liver enzyme levels, which is not a good thing. So you have to have a certain proportion of your macronutrients and you have to hit those calories, which is important. And that's one of the fundamental things you need to know in order for you to reach your goals. Okay, nutrition is important and balance of your macronutrients. Don't get me wrong, quality of food does matter to have a really healthy body and a healthy physique. But then again, total calories also do matter. And make sure you keep that balance of your macronutrients. When I was cutting, I used to literally go on 0 carbs and 0 fats, which is super bad for you, and it literally shrunk the shit out of me. I got so thin, it didn't even make any sense. So don't do that. When you're dropping weight, also drop the amount of calories and macronutrients in a certain proportion, maybe on a weekly basis or every 2 weeks based on how your body is reacting. And secondly, guys, also make sure you're getting in a good combination or a good source of your micronutrients. Macros do matter. The raw macronutrients, the numbers of protein, carbs and fats do matter, but also minerals and vitamins like zinc, vitamin C, iron, calcium, vitamin D also does matter for you to function properly, for you to perform well, and for you to get good sleep. And also, you know what I used to do? I used to have a papaya for dinner, I think for almost a year. And I believed that if you have a papaya for dinner and if you wear a nice jacket and sleep, you'll probably sweat all that fat off. So I did that. I also had more eggs and more fish because I believe that at the end of it, that's what's going to give you that thin skin and that vascular look. At that point of time, I just trained for 4 or 5 months. I was a little bulky and I had more of fat than muscle, so I had that chubby look going on. So I was like, I need those veins. So I tried whatever it is, but all those are myths, guys. It just takes time for you to get that quality out. Time, you have to keep eating, getting big. You have to cut that down. You have to keep repeating the process, trying different workout programs, different training programs, different protocols, and that is how you get there. So that is it for point number one. Point number two, I'm going to club 2 things, which is spot reduction, light weights and heavy weights. See guys, there's no such thing as spot reduction. I have been doing 1,000 crunches and 1,000 leg extensions for about a year just because I had stubborn fat on my belly and stubborn fat on my legs. It made absolutely no difference. At the end of it, it's all about time, a good diet and a good workout program. Similarly guys, see, I've spoken about high volume and high intensity, or let's just say high reps and heavy weight for the longest time on this channel. So if you guys are interested in that topic, just go watch my hypertrophy videos. You guys will get a good idea. At the end of the day, what matters is how you program your workout protocol or your workout program, if that makes sense. To the next point, which is Post-workout nutrition. We all have that idea that, you know what, soon after the workout, we need that protein shake to get that anabolic window. We need that anabolic effect, maximize insulin response, maximize muscle protein synthesis. But then there's been research done by Dr. Brad Schoenfeld and another bunch of professionals that proves as long as you have a good pre-workout meal, maybe an hour or two before the workout, and you're getting your post-workout protein in a 4 to 6 hour window, you should be fine. Now, you guys would have seen in some of my videos, I'm high my post-workout shake. Well, that is because I had to consume that amount of calories and that amount of protein, and I feel splitting it at those time intervals would be the best for me in order for me to consume the protein and not feel like, you know, fat and sluggish. So that was the idea behind that. So don't worry about that post-workout window, as the anabolic window. As long as you're getting in your total amount of protein, you should be fine. Final point, guys, they say you have to eat every 2 hours in order for you to maximize those gains. This is not true, but in my life, there was a point where I ate even 10 meals a day, every 1.5 hours to pop a meal. That's how it used to work. So you have to balance your meals based on your lifestyle. You can even eat 2 times a day, 3 times a day, however it works for you. But for me, I personally like to space my meals out maybe every 3 to 4 hours. If I do a longer gap, maybe 5 to 6 hours, what I would end up doing is I would end up either eating too much junk, or my appetite would severely drop, and I would never hit my macronutrients. So I found for me, eating 4 to 5 good meals was perfect, because at the end of the day, I do feel hungry in a period of 3 to 4 hours, which is fine for me. It does suit my lifestyle, and it does work very well with me. So it depends on you guys. However you guys live your life, how you can manage your meal frequency or the way you want to eat based on how you feel. As long as you're getting in those macronutrients, you should be fine, and that is what matters. So keep that in mind, guys. So that is it for today. Hope you guys can understand or relate to what I'm talking about. I know I did a lot of stupid things, but this is how you learn, guys. This is how we learn. So hope you guys don't make the same mistakes, and remember, focus on your priorities. Fitness is a part of your life. Make it sustainable, and you can do it. Unless you're a bodybuilder for that matter, and bodybuilding is your lifestyle. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just a quick tip for you guys. Just hope it answered a bunch of questions. I'll see you guys around. Make sure you like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.